Hi and welcome to ReplicaAirguns.com, and I'm doing a video review of the Zoraki R1 2.5 inch 9mm blank pistol. It's actually a revolver, as you can see. I'm not a big revolver fan. This is a really interesting blank gun, and I kind of like the way it looks. I like the two-tone, I like the snub nose. As far as revolvers go, it's kind of unique, and I like the look of this one. It's a 6-shot blank gun, and this is the case that it comes in. So it's not an overly large case, but it fits the pistol nicely. It comes with the manual underneath, which we'll get into. It comes with a few accessories here. Take a look. So there's a cleaning rod, and this is a flare adapter that screws into the barrel for shooting off flares. The pistol comes with a manual, and they call this a gas alarm, as you can see here. Some instructions. Let's take it out of the case here. Now I want to give you a comparison in size, and I did a review on the Zoraki model 914. So let's take a look at these two guns side by side and get a look at the sizes of them. So this is definitely a bigger pistol, but the Zoraki model 914 is not a large gun, but the R1 is definitely a little bit larger. So I wouldn't say it's big, I wouldn't say it's small. It's about a medium-sized pistol. Now, as far as the Zoraki guns go in Canada, let's take a look at the other side here. They are legal. They're not prohibited in any way. They're not considered replicas because I guess technically they don't closely resemble any existing guns in production, and so they're considered non-replicas, which makes them legal to purchase in Canada and to sell and to own. They're not prohibited at all, which is interesting. There's another model that I have ordered, but I'm waiting for inventory, and so as soon as there's inventory I should be getting this gun. It's called the Model 925, and it's based off of this Zoraki model here, the 914, but it's almost like a reskinned, Uzi-ish looking version of it, with a little bit of a plasticky outside. It's got like a polymer shell, but it supports a 25 round magazine. It's full auto again, and it kind of looks like a little mini Uzi, so hopefully that one's going to be coming in the next little while. Might take a few weeks to a month because they're out of stock. Getting back to the Zoraki R1, it's a 6-shot revolver, so let's take a look. You can see here that there is room for 6 rounds. Again, this particular gun, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but you can see down the barrel. My camera doesn't autofocus because it's a digital SLR, but you can see that possibly down the barrel that the barrel is essentially got a little bit of a sort of rod in there. There's like a metal piece that stops anything that would potentially fire out of it, which is good, of course, because we're not allowed to have real firearms here unless we get licenses for them in Canada. Now I like the two-tone colors. This is either a double or single action, so it's fairly straightforward. It's pretty well made in general. It looks really nice. It's a nice looking gun. There's a few tool marks on it. It's a weird, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's some weird discoloration there. But overall, it's a nice gun. You know, these things are going to get banged around a little bit, especially if you're using it as a starter pistol. I don't know if you can see there's a little tool mark there. It's just, you know, just kind of, I noticed that my other one's got a few little imperfections in it too. But overall, the gun is well made. Some of the finish could be slightly better. The handle on this gun is a little bit hard. It would be nice if it was more rubbery. It looks nice, but it's a little bit hard. I'm just going to load a couple rounds in it. Now these have been pre-fired rounds, so you can see that they've been pre-fired, so that way I won't be shooting them off by accident in here. But these are the 9mm P.A.K rounds, and they don't quite really fit in here. So they're supposed to fit snug, and then you would eject them with this. But what you're supposed to use are the ribbed version of these 9mm rounds, and that way they would fit a little bit more snug. And I don't know if the price is any different, but these are the only blanks that I'm able to obtain here in Canada. Some more information on this gun. It's made in Turkey. It's made by a company called Atak Arms, spelled A-T-A-K Arms. I purchased this pistol at CanadaArms.com, and the shipping was amazingly fast. It took about 2 days to get to my house from the date that I ordered it. Very happy with the service that I got from them, and I'm ordering my Model 925 from them, but again, I'm waiting for inventory to come in. Yeah, really neat. I have not shot this gun yet, but it feels really nice. It feels like it's going to be a lot of fun to shoot. It's got a very realistic look, finish, overall, everything about it. It's quite nice. Really, that's all I have to say. This isn't really a heavy-duty review this time. It's a blank gun, so what more can I say? There's not a lot I can talk about as far as performance, because it's a blank gun. But as long as it fires the rounds when you shoot them, that's pretty much all you can expect from a blank gun. As long as it looks good, it's well made, it's hefty. Obviously, you're looking for something that looks realistic as much as possible when you're using a blank gun. Really, there's not much more I can say. Approximate price is it was about $125 roughly. There was free shipping from CanadaAmmo.com. If you're in the States and you want to purchase this gun, there is I would say it's almost identical version, slightly different name brand. Maybe they're made in the same factory but stamped with a different name, but it's another Turkish gun, and the name brand is called an EKOL, E-K-O-L, and you can get that gun in a similar, almost exact configuration from them through places like Amazon. Anyways, I'll put links on my website for those. So thanks again for visiting us at ReplicaAirguns.com, and stay tuned to the firing portion of this video where I'm going to be shooting some of these blank guns off down the road a little bit. Take care.